Hello, I'm Professor Bhattacharjee. You must be watching this because you are registered for ME-350. In this class, we are going to learn about thermodynamic principles and apply them to simple devices and processes that will constitute the building blocks for much more complex systems. Systems such as an air conditioner, a power plant, a car engine, a jet engine, combustion chamber, you name it, high speed flow. In other words, if you're interested, you can go and take a look at different kind of browse through what is known as system tour and take a look at what are the different kind of problems we can solve if we become an expert in thermodynamics. But I know in this few minute video, I cannot motivate you to become the best learner in the world. But I do know this, that you do want a good grade in this class. And I want to give you a good grade. So let's build on that. I'm going to use that as much as possible, leverage that, and I'm going to make you the best learner as I can make you. Once you learn how to keep learning, nothing can stop you. So even though this is an online class, I'm going to show you a number of tools and number of approaches in which you can take your time and find out your weaknesses, your interests, and build up accordingly, just like a complex thermodynamic systems is built up on simpler things. But I think I'm getting ahead of myself here. So let me rewind and start from very basic. What are the things you got to do now so that you have a perfect start? The fact that you're watching this video means you have already gotten hold of this file, README first. If you go to SDSU Blackboard, you will see that the only thing available there is this file and nothing else. So this is the starting point. It clearly explains what you are supposed to do to get started. But nevertheless, I'm going to walk you over a few different things that you got to do as soon as possible. First, we're going to use a site called classta.net for course management. You go there and create a student account, sign up, but just make sure when you sign up that your name, your last name and first name are exactly as they appear when you registered. And also if you have, with a little caveat, if your last name or first name has space or hyphen, please do not use space or hyphen for ClassTA account when you sign up. Again, it's written in the README file very clearly what you need to do. So as soon as you sign up, you'll get an account. You should get an email telling you your password. If you don't get it, please email me immediately so that I can make sure you get your account correctly set up. Then you go log into this site. So to save time, I've already logged in. Let me go and check. Yes. So when you log in, you will not see this icon. You will just see these two icons here. And if you click on new class, the class code is, again, you guessed it, in README first file. You enter that here. And when you click the check class roster, it goes and checks the class TA roster. And even if you have registered for the class in the university's web portal, the class TA roster it only has the names that I have downloaded on a particular date. So if your name is there, it will show up. If your name is not there, you should immediately send me an email so that I can add your name in my roster. And once you find your name there, you click OK, and this class icon should appear. And you're all set. Okay, let's go inside this icon and see what are the things that you're going to take a look at immediately. It is not very complicated. The most important thing is the shared files. So first go in there and you will see, again, different icons. The schedule is the first thing you got to go over. And as you can see, quiz X is already, the start date is already on, and May 24th, the window is going to close. As far as the quizzes are concerned, they will carry a significant part of your grade, and you want to make sure you want to take the quiz as early as you can. It earns you a lot of early bird points if you take the quiz early, And if you wait for the last moment and miss the quiz, there is no way I can reopen the quiz for you. Okay, you simply lose the credit for that particular quiz. Now, once you understand the schedule, let's go and take a look at where do you find all the lecture materials. You can see that module 0, the class is divided into 6 modules, module 0 through 5, and they correspond to the chapters in your textbook. So you go to a particular module. As time goes by, I'll open up more modules. You click on the Show Hide button, and you can see the class is organized by according to theory. So this section 0.1 first discusses the theory here for 25 minutes, followed by a solution for 5 minutes. Again, you can see this pattern everywhere. So make sure you click on the theory first, go over the whole theory, and then go over the solution, etc. Problem solving. So you can go back at the end of the semester, you'll have all the modules right on this page. Okay, let me go one by one over all these icons quickly. Office hours is a virtual office, so whenever I'm available, you just click that link and you can chat with me or even talk with me, even from your phone. Homework. You will see that all the homeworks have been already posted. Again, for module 0 is homework 0 through module 5 would be homework 5. And there at the bottom of the homework, you will find the instructions and even a small video explaining how to submit homework, etc. Quiz instruction is most important because you got to make sure you know how to do the quizzes on time. Again, there's a small video at the end, but the instructions are pretty much there. And this is about grading, how grading is done. Again, you will see that there's all this information available right from your from this Class TA site. Syllabus, and of course you know about this README file. The syllabus has the textbook and how the weights of the grade, etc. But more importantly, if you go back to the main page of this class, you'll find a few other icons that you'll need to know about. There's a discussion blog. It is organized according to different topics. You click on them to go to different topics. So if you go to the quiz topic, you will see that for quiz X, the code is already, the access code is already published. So it will always also tell you what is the topic for this particular quiz. So if you take this, copy this 3JH is the access code for this quiz, and if you go to start a quiz, this icon is used called gradable. If you click on gradable, you enter the quiz code here and check gradable status. If it's live, you can immediately take the quiz online. As soon as you start the quiz, there'll be a clock ticking kind of. Don't pay particular attention. If you take a few extra minutes, a reasonable amount of extra time, you will have no problem. For some reason, you had to pause the quiz for an emergency, you got to send me an email to make sure what you have done. Then you can start off again. Even in another computer, you can start off from where you left off. But make sure the only request is that you take the quiz early. Try to take it a day early or even a couple of days early if possible to get the maximum credit, maximum points for the quiz. And finally, my grade is the page where you can go and check your grade. Notice that every gradable will appear here. Quiz X is there, like such as also all the homeworks are already tabulated here. And you should take a look at the weight of each of these gradables. Right now, I have only about 25 worth of total points. At the end of the semester, this will become 100. So you can see the relative weight of every homework, every quiz, etc. Well, enough about Class TA. Once again, if you have any questions, send me an email, or even better, if you know how to log in, then simply go and go to the discussion blog, and if you have a question regarding this particular quiz, please hit the reply button rather than starting a new thread using this new thread button, then all the exchanges will be very organized. Okay, the second thing that you got to do is to go to thermofluids.net. That's the website where we have a lifelong learning tool. It is full of a number of resources. First create an account. To create an account, essentially very simple. It's just a four or five information you provide, and it doesn't matter what name you provide here as much as the Class D account where your grades will be posted. Anyway, so once you create the account, you log in. If you are accessing thermofluids.net from inside the campus, you have a site license. If you are accessing it from outside, you need to, subscribe, and academic mode is really inexpensive. For that, you go to my account and subscribe for a semester. I think it cost about $5. Okay, so then you can see different modules. They're all accessible from this taskbar at the bottom. So for instance, if you go to the animations module, and the animations that we started from was this particular one. So you can see that it explains what is the free body diagram of the piston. You can click anywhere to pause the animation or click again to play it. And to go to a particular frame, you can just move your pointer over this red bar, go back and forth, or you can play the animation faster if you want, backward if you want, etc. Of course, this is a simple animation, but like this, you will find a whole lot of animations that will help you solidify your concept. I particularly encourage you in the beginning to go over the energy, heat, and work. That's 0D series of slides. It explains what energy is about, what is the takeaway from the concept of different types of energies, different categories of energies. And thermodynamics is about energy. Okay, so the one more thing I want to mention, that we are going to also use test steps, and test steps are, we are going to only use part of this, but you will find there is all these wonderful tools waiting out there for you to verify a solution. Even, let's say particularly, suppose you have to convert unit for one of the quiz. Just click there and unit converter shows up, and you can just say, suppose you have to, you choose a category. Suppose the category is energy. You click there, and you can see that you can choose a from unit here. A million joule is how many BTU. So you can see 1 million joule is 947 BTU. Very self-explanatory tool. Okay. Then if you go to the problems module, your homework instructions will direct you here. And again, that's full of a lot of resources here. You click on, say, a particular chapter, say your homework 0 has problems from chapter 0. And if you click on the problem number, you will see that it will come back with a form where you can submit your answers. The system will record what time you're solving the problem, if you have solved it correctly, how many attempts you make. Don't worry about how many attempts you make. Make sure you solve enough problem to get full credit for each homework. But one caveat, you got to do them on time. Not only you can see a lot of stuff here. If you go to the progress report tab, it will tell you how many problems you have solved and how many you have solved correctly, etc. And even it will show you about the learning outcome of a problem, which is about what you learned from that particular problem. Anyway, more importantly, you got to make sure you solve a problem. After you solve the problem, you enter its answer, and to access the answer, all you do is to click the problem number. That's all. So I've covered basically two major things: Class TA and thermofluids.net. This is our classTA.net and thermofluids.net. So as long as you have access to three things: Class TA, thermofluids.net, and the textbook, you are set. So please don't wait. I want you to take Quiz X, which I call, Quiz X means is a freebie, very simple quiz. As soon as you take the quiz, I'll know that you already logged in and you know how to use Class TA. And I'm looking forward to opening up new modules and helping you learn thermodynamics. Thank you.